How to register a trademark in India. A trademark is a word, symbol, logo, or name used to identify a good or service. Many companies use these marks to brand products, so it is important to have a recognizable trademark. In growing markets like India, the need to protect business from illegal competition or imitation is especially strong. How do you register a trademark, though? It is quite straightforward, but it will take time. Take care to choose a distinctive mark, file a thorough application, and expect to wait as long as 2 years. Part 1. Selecting a trademark. 1. Pick your class. Selecting a trademark seems easy, right? Not always. You have to be sure that your mark is unique and doesn't infringe on existing trademarks, or on marks that are waiting for approval. To pick a unique mark, you will first have to figure out what class you belong to. In India, there are 45 classes of goods and services under trademark law. You will need to figure out the closest class for your company. For example, are you looking to trademark a logo for musical instruments? This is Class 15. What about leather goods? Class 18. Services are classed as well. For instance, advertising agencies will file for trademark under Class 35. The full list of classes is available through the Indian Controller General of Patents and Trademarks. 2. Pick a distinctive mark. Aim for unique. One common mistake is to pick a trademark that is descriptive of the goods or services, like maize brand cornmeal. These marks are actually hard to register and enforce. Competitors may also be able to obtain a very similar brand or logo. For example, you might try to choose a coined word that has no direct link to your goods or services, i.e. Canon film. Alternatively, try finding a word that is completely random or arbitrary when it comes to your product. Think Ritz crackers or Royal Crown Cola. Try also to avoid things like superlatives, personal or place names, or words that refer to quality or character, i.e. premium, super, etc. Visual marks and logos are a bit different. In many countries, trademark does not protect against all unauthorized use of a symbol, but only ones that cause confusion in the company's market. For symbols, logos, and fonts, then, you need to pick a mark that will not cause consumer confusion in your specific market. A swoosh graphic for a shoe company will definitely lead to confusion, for instance, but may be okay for a mining company. Keep this in mind when you do your mark search. 3. Conduct a mark search. You have found the right class and picked a mark. Good. Now, you will need to do a thorough trademark search. This will confirm that your trademark is unique and protect you from later legal challenges. It will keep you from wasting time, money, and effort later on. Start with the website of the Controller General's office under the subheading Public Search. Click this button to go to their online, searchable database. Enter your class number and then begin searching. Try to make sure that your chosen trademark does not generate any duplicates, or even similar names. For instance, you might enter Class 34Ts and search for your new trademark chai. This combo generates 140 hits, not a promising result. But say that you want to trademark your explosives company, Class 13, Boom Boom Limited. A search shows no matching or infringing marks. Good work. 4. Pay for legal services, alternatively. You can do a mark search on your own, online. However, it is crucial to be sure that your mark is unique. Your choice will be examined once you've filed the application, and can be rejected if it is already taken or too close to an existing trademark. You may want to talk to a lawyer, especially if you aren't entirely sure of Indian law. Look online for attorneys that work in Indian trademark and patent law. There are many. While trademark lawyers cost more upfront, they can do a thorough check on your mark in several days and guide you through rest of the legal process. It may be surprising, but paying for a trademark search can cost less than the cost of rebranding later on to avoid infringements. Part 2: Filing a trademark application. 1. Obtain Form TM-1. Once you have found a unique trademark, you can file to register it. First, get a copy of Application Form TM-1. This covers all trademarks under one class and is the most common type of trademark application form. Go again to the website of the Controller General. Find Trademark Forms and First Schedule on the homepage's left-hand side and click it. You should be able to download a copy of TM-1 in English. For Hindi forms, click on the link Trademark Forms directly below Trademark Forms and First Schedule. 2. Fill out TM-1 and compile documents. The next step is to fill out the form and put together your application file. Read and follow the directions carefully. Make sure that you include all of the information as correctly and accurately as you can. Failure to do so may cause delays or a rejection. Fill in the covering TM-1 sheet and then attach the requested supporting information. You must include your name, address, occupation, country and nationality, trademark class, and information on your company, its directors, and registered address, if applicable. You should also attach as a separate sheet a description of the goods and services you wish to trademark. This description is limited to 500 words. Finally, you will need a 9 by 5 cm image of the trademark for your file and 5 duplicate images, again, if applicable. The full file must then be submitted in triplicate and carries a one-time fee of 4,000 rupees, or about $60. 3. Submit your application. What should you do now that you have put together the application? You can either file it by mail, online, or by your trademark agent or lawyer. Choose whichever method is best for you. There are 5 trademark registry offices that receive applications in India, in Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, and Ahmedabad. The addresses are available on the website of the Controller General. Or, you can register online with the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Once registered, follow the instructions to send your data and pay the application fee. Expect to wait 15-20 days in case of manual filing. E-filings are received immediately. You can pay the fees in several ways, either in cash or money order or bank draft addressed to the registrar. If you choose the latter, it must be drawn on a bank in the locality where you are filing. For e-filing, you can do an electronic funds transfer, EFT, through the State Bank of India and Axis Bank. You will be spared most of this work and the problem of foreign banks if you opt to work with a trademark lawyer. She will request information from you, put together your file, and submit it on your behalf, under power of attorney. Part 3: Following your file. 1. Check your file's progress. You have now researched your trademark and applied to have it registered. That was the easy part. The next step, waiting, will be much longer. Be prepared for a wait of 18 to 24 months for your case to be approved or denied. Problematic cases may take even longer. The wait will be tedious. However, you can check your file's progress from time to time with your allotment number. The government will give you this number within a few days of receiving your application. Track your file by going to the website of the Indian Trademarks Registry and entering your allotment number and trademark class. Files also have priority based on the date of application. This means that the longer you wait, the more attention your file will get. Also, once you have an allotment number, you can legally use the TM symbol next to your mark. 2. Address objections during the file examination. The Trademark Registry will next examine your application for correctness. Two things can happen at this stage. The officer may approve and allow the mark to be published in the official trademark journal, or she may object. You as an applicant have the right to address any objections. If you receive a successful examination report, you needn't do anything. Your application moves on to the next stage of the process. The other possible outcome is objected. This means the officer flagged your mark for one of two reasons: either it is descriptive of goods, generic, laudatory, indicating the quality or nature of goods, or it overlaps too closely with another mark. If the officer objects, you have 1 month to address her concerns in writing. You will have to justify exactly how your mark is inherently distinctive and to submit proof like user affidavits or other documentation. The judgment rests with the trademark officer. She can accept your written justification and let the file move on, or call a hearing to listen to your arguments in person. If she rejects your justification, you may still appeal the decision to the Intellectual Property Appellate Board. It is good to consult a lawyer at this point, if you haven't already. Again, you have 1 month to respond in writing, or the registry will throw out your application. Most objections can be resolved if they are represented before the registry, however. 3. Respond to any opposition after publication. After your successful examination, the trademark will be published in the weekly trademark journal under its respective class. This contains all trademarks accepted by the Trademark Registry in India. It also gives the public and third parties the chance to review and object to your mark. The public and third parties have 4 months to file an objection if they feel that your mark damages their business or personal interests. This usually happens with claims that the mark is too close to another that has been published in the journal, or that it is too non-distinctive. In case of a formal objection, your mark is considered opposed. You will then get a legal notice with the reasons for the third party's opposition and must file a counter statement in 2 months. Otherwise, your application will be thrown out. There are no time extensions. Fighting a mark opposition can sometimes take years. After you file a counter statement, you and your opponent both have to provide evidence for and against the trademark publication. The registry will then set up a hearing with both parties to adjudicate the issue in person. The officer will determine the case based on the evidence. If the ruling goes against you, you can again appeal to the Intellectual Property Appellate Board. 4. Get your proof of registration. The registry will issue you a trademark registration certificate at this time, once all objections are resolved or if no one lodges a protest. The wait is now over and your mark is officially protected. From this point on, you may use the registered trademark symbol next to the logo or business name. Your trademark is valid for 10 years from the date of your application. You are able to renew it automatically every 10 years, so long as you pay the renewal fee. Keep in mind that this trademark only applies in India. If you want your mark to be protected elsewhere, you will have to file an international application under the Madrid Protocol.